to an update on what all the babies like. So first off, we're gonna start with things um they don't like anything that has tags on it because it bugs them, and they don't like any bugs of any sorts. They don't like snakes. They don't like heights. They're scared of the dark as well that the babies like. So they like to watch cartoons. They like to watch Dinosaur Train, Clifford the Big Red Dog, iCarly. They don't like Super Y. That's another thing they don't like. Plus, they like to watch The Nanny because it's one of their favorite shows. They like loose clothing. They like pants and shorts and tank tops. Um, they like to play with their siblings, even like to be outside as well. They don't like it though when their siblings are having any meltdowns, which who would when they're screaming and fighting to get changed. Plus, they love water. They don't like pop or juice. And we tried to give them a little bit of pop. It was mainly water, but they couldn't tell obviously, but they did. So I don't give a pop whatsoever. What you hear is a mess, but I do for sure let them have juice because they like juice, but they hardly ever get it. And of course, I make sure it's mainly water, so it's not super sweet for them, but they love it. Um, they love to go out places like to their doctor's appointments and stuff like that, huh? Yeah. Why are you shaking your head? No, you silly boy. You're so silly. But they don't like to try new foods either. Their favorite foods is pizza. They like chicken and donuts. And now all the babies though can eat chicken because depending how tough it is. But the older ones like Leon and Ellie can definitely eat chicken. And the rest of the babies get donuts and little pieces of donuts because they can all eat regular food, um, which is super nice. Plus, what else do you guys like? They like to say their sim clothes, obviously. That's why they mainly say their sim clothes that they're wearing. Because if not, they have a meltdown. And it's not worth it to have a meltdown for them to get changed, huh? Nope, that's right. Yes. I want to give a huge thank you to everybody being subscribed to our channel. We are still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get a YouTube plaque. And once we do, we will of course unbox a plaque with you all, which is going to be so sweet and awesome. Plus, we are doing the Valentine's Day tag starting today through the end of the month. Put the @ Autistic Reborn Mommy, so I know that you all are participating in it as well. Plus, they love to drink out of their sippy cups and their bottles. They to chew on them as long as it's a soft tip. And they love to spit out their water because they find it quite funny. But I don't stop them from doing either one because they're not hurting their self or anybody else, so that's why. But I do keep a bib on them if I know for sure they're going to spit out their water. But sometimes they do it without me knowing it, which is okay. But next month, I will remind you all about the St. Patrick's Day tag, which would be anything to do with St. Patrick's Day, and the tag would still be at Autistic Reborn Mommy. But right now, with it just being the 1st of February, which is so crazy it's here, then it is Valentine's Day and anything to do with Valentine's Day. Um, the stems that they love is they love to rock back and forth. They love to swing. They'll be in a rocking chair. They love to be outside. They like to play on the trampoline. Juliana loves to be in the pool. That's one of her go-to favorite things. They all love to play in the water. One thing that none of them do except Lane as of right now is he loves to stim with lights. So what that means is he'll stare at the light because he's fascinated with lights. But he still does everything else just like his brothers and sisters do, doesn't he? He does so, you silly. But also they do like to play with toy cars, but I have to get them some more toy cars. Well, actually, I shouldn't say have to get them some more. I have to get them some because they love to play with cars, but they don't have any, so I have to get them some sometime. Plus, when I get new babies, of course, I will do like I did with Lynn and do their box opening live, like I did with him. No clue why I said him. But I'm not saying that the new babies are going to be boys or girls, because that's just a wait and time kind of deal. But, anyways, what I was getting at is I'm going to do their box openings like I did with Lane, where I do it live only, and then I do a video with the new baby, and then put in the video the process from beginning to finish on when the baby is born, because that's super fun to see, and I love to watch box opening videos as well. And speaking of, the babies love to watch YouTube. They love, love, love watching family videos on YouTube, and they even like watching other babies on YouTube as well. Plus, they love to pet the dog, don't you? Yes, you do. Sorry if I'm cutting my head off and the camera's all over the place. I do apologize, and sorry if the live streams are blurry. They go along. I'm not for sure why they do that, but on my end, they're always clear. Just sometimes it says that it's loading because it lost a connection for a brief second or two. But I don't go blurry for some reason. But hopefully they stay fine and don't go blurry or anything like that. But I will be doing a changing, but in order for me to do that, I'd have to sit Liam down. And of course, within time, he will be getting a name change, and I will be saying the reasoning why and what his name will be when the time comes. I'm sure some of you that can read in between the lines have already figured out why he's getting a name change. But hey, if you know, don't tell anybody. If you don't know, you'll find out. But I'm going to prop you all up and do a changing with Liam, so you all can see him getting changed, because he is in need, after I knock over stuff here, a changing. Sit up here. Now you all can see his head. Okay, that works for now. I'm just getting his clothes out that I'm going to put him in after I figure out what to put him in. But that's perfectly fine. I might not change him if I don't feel like it though. That's gonna be too big, that's gonna be too big. And I'm making a mess. Way to go. Oh well. But they do have slippers and all kinds of stuff. It's just a matter of figuring out what to put on them. And wasn't expecting all this to fall out, but I did find something to put them in. So no worries there. I gotta fix this stuff before I come back to you guys because it fell out. It's a little hard to do when you're a short person to put the stuff back on a tall shelf. But I did get him my sleeper out that you all see when I change him. But, okay, fine. I'll just put the stuff off this side then. Since it wants to still fall out. I'll fix it when we get done with the live stream. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that, but, okay, so here is Liam's outfit, what he's wearing right now. Sorry if you couldn't hear me. I was in there getting their clothes out. But we're going to change him. And I picked out a sleeper. Hopefully it fits him and it's not extremely big. It's this one that is dark blue with elephants on it. And it has the little feet, which is a twisted mess at the bottom. But it does have the buttons on it instead of a zipper. But it's okay because it's still easy to do. And a fun trick, if you're not good with buttons, then you can close your eyes or not look when you do them up, and you will get them correct. Which I learned that thanks to good Molly Burke. I'm trying to get it to where you all could see him getting changed, but that's not a good way to do that. It's have him lay down, but oh well. But yeah, she is a blind YouTuber, which is super cool. She does her own makeup. She has her mom go over her makeup and make sure that it is done correctly before she goes out places. And she is a huge inspiration. So this is Liam right now with his diaper on and his butt. And something says this sleeper is going to be big because it is 9 months, and the other outfit that he had on was smaller. But it is okay. And yes, he is big enough to hold up his own head. And he's going to be swimming in the sleeper, but that's completely fine. I'm putting his arms through right now. Then we will fasten his sleeper up. Yes, I know you can see Stitch, but that's perfectly fine, because who doesn't like Stitch, right? Let me know some of your guys' baby's favorite shows to watch. How did you get black on your hand, silly? Your shows and your baby's favorite shows to watch, because we are curious. Plus, my favorite shows to watch when I was a kid is not on, disappointingly. And if they are on, then they switched them up, which is not cool at all, because obviously they didn't have any accents, and now they do have accents, which is no fun. But in case if you don't know, I do have some moderators on my channel, and the reason being is to just have the extra help to keep my channel safe, just like with anybody else that has moderators, is to help keep their channel safe as well. And there's nothing wrong with having the extra help to keep your channel safe, but that's the reasons why people has moderators. So Liam is all changed, but before I show you him, his outfit that he had on is a where's the tag at? 3 to 6 months, and it was a tad big on him, but it's okay because they love big clothes. Even the girls don't like tight clothes because of their sensory processing disorder, but that's completely fine. I'm just snapping up his onesie, and this was gifted to them from Playful Reborns. Shout out to them, they are awesome. And while we're doing some shout outs after I itch my head, um, I'm going to shout out Kelly's Little One's Nursery, Sandy Nay 100, and I'm going to shout out um, Susie's Reborn Nursery. Now, I do give shout outs to everybody to make it fair, so obviously shout outs go to everybody. But Liam is all changed, and his sleeper is gigantic because it's 9 months, but it's okay. He's super cozy. Um, like I said, please feel free to let me know the stuff that your babies like and don't like. Also, they are excited to play outside when the weather straightens out. And their first thing that they have in mind to do is play on the trampoline. So that'll be the first video you see when the weather is warmer, is them playing on the trampoline. And yes, his hair is messy from where he woke up from having a bad dream, but that's okay. Plus, it's going to be super sweet when more babies are home, so y'all can be having more box openings to watch and see. Plus, some of their other favorite foods they like is they like pudding, jello, and applesauce. They also, some recently, have started liking bananas because normally they would eat bananas and gag on it, which is not good at all. But recently they've been really liking bananas. Sorry that I had to sit the camera down and you all probably couldn't hear me when I was in getting his sleeper out, but it's okay. I made up for it. Plus, their cups that they drank out of was, in case if you were curious, from Dollar General, and the bottles that they have that they don't really drink all of came from a friend of mine. She gifted those to me because her little girl has grown up since then, which is so crazy, but it's okay. And plus, in case if you get your baby's clothes used from clothing giveaways or on sale, there's nothing wrong with that because as long as your babies have clothes, you have clothes, that's what matters. I know that you all see me in the same hoodies, but I do have very little hoodies, but I love to wear them because they're super cozy and comfy. And it's the same with everything else, as long as you're super cozy and comfy, who cares? That's my philosophy with it. But sometime we will be doing some crafty things. I haven't gotten any crafty things to do right now, except I could show you how to make a bracelet or a necklace with loom bands. And I know that loom bands is old and outdated, but I still like to do it sometimes. Plus some of the crafts that I will be doing, because the live streams will not only be about the babies, but they'll be about crafts and stuff like that too, because it's fun to do crafts. But I do plan on getting some of the Nada quilts to do because they're really nice and relaxing. Plus, I will be getting some little things to paint. Like, you know how you got them things at the Dollar Tree that you can put in your window and you could paint them? Some of those, because who doesn't like to paint little crafts like that? Plus, I am going to be getting some stuff to make passy holders for the babies, and it's completely going to be easy to do. As long as it goes the way I'm hoping it does. So I'm not for sure what material I'm going to use yet for the holder, but I do have a few options in mind, which is going to be sweet when it happens. Plus, if I do get a quilting machine, which is on my wish list to get sometime, then once I master how to use it, of course we can do some quilting as not quilting, knitting as well. But you all can join in on the crafts if you like to do crafts. If not, that's completely fine. You can just watch us do the crafts. The babies don't really like to do crafts because they're too little, but it's okay. Leon has very little interest in crafts. Ellie has a little bit more interest in crafts, thank goodness. But once they get to the stage where they really like to do crafts, especially the older ones, you get Ellie, Emmy, Devontae, and back up. Okay, you got Leon, Ellie, Emmy, and Devontae. Then of course I will be showing them doing crafts, but in the meantime, it will just be me doing crafts on live streams until when they are old enough and decide for sure whether they like them or not. But right now, they don't like them because they're like, well, this is too lame and not up their alley. Because they can only pay attention with crafts for like 2 seconds and then they're bored. It's like, well, you can go play then. Mom go do up the craft. But I know that everybody else's babies are probably the same way, but it's okay because not everybody is a crafty person. Not everybody is their babies is into crafts either, but that's okay. Liam did want his passy, and I can tell he's getting sleepy. Thank goodness. He'll be going to sleep soon, hopefully, and no more nightmares, huh? Because I don't like it when they wake up from bad dreams, because then it's a matter of figuring out what's going on, whether they're hungry, if they need a diaper change, if they just want to be held. But sometimes it takes a few minutes to figure out what's going on, but other times it's really easy to tell what's going on. Luckily, this time here was easy to tell what was going on. And sorry if you guys missed me changing him, but I'll do another changing with one of the babies soon, as long as they don't give me a hard time and have a meltdown. But luckily, since he is sleepy, he let me change him, huh? And I know his hair is messy, guys. You don't have to say it. But let me know any questions that you have, and I will answer them for you. And Monday, there will be a live stream uploaded explaining about Lane with his therapies and how that is going and everything. I know that it was previously done up, but I scheduled it for Monday because that is when he goes, but that'll be explained in that live stream. Plus, we are doing the Valentine's Day tag through the end of the month, where you just do anything related with Valentine's Day in your videos, and tag us with the @ autistic reborn mommy, so we know that you are participating in it. And then next month we will do the whole entire month, anything to do with St. Patrick's Day for the entire month as well, and the same tag with the @ autistic reborn mommy. They love to do up videos as well. That's another thing. I know it's kind of hit and miss with the stuff they like and don't like, but they got more stuff they like than don't like. Thank goodness for that. But when it comes to food, it's extremely more of they don't like than they like, which is to be expected of them, obviously, because people that's on the autism spectrum disorder have their certain foods that they gravitate towards. So So that's why theirs is just the select things that they like. But I was super proud when they first started eating bananas without gagging. It's like, thank goodness. Because before, I would just try and get them to eat even the slightest little piece of banana, and they would literally gag like they was going to throw up. And it's like, yeah, okay, you're done with this. I don't need you throwing up, because that wouldn't be good. So, by now, they eat them like pros. They love the bananas. The only one that doesn't eat actual food is Bryson. Well, and the other one, of course, is Owen because they're too little yet. But everybody else, all the rest of the babies, eat food, which is nice because obviously they're too little to eat food, but the rest of them's big enough to eat food. I don't show them eating a whole lot in the videos. I've only done it twice because I just choose to feed them before we do a video, which I know some people choose to feed them in the videos, some people choose to not feed them in videos. It's just all up to them. But this summer there will be them eating snacks in the videos, so if you all want to eat snacks while you watch the videos, that's completely up to you, because obviously nobody's going to see you watching a video eating snacks unless if you film it. But they're going to be eating goldfish and little stuff like that, because obviously those are snack foods. But it's going to be super fun and cool to have them having little picnics and stuff. Don't worry, I still have it in my list to get them a swing for this summer. And of course, it will be a little kid's porch swing where it has the 101 Dalmatians on it with a little canopy for shade. But even if I can't get it for some reason or another, then I will still show them on the regular porch swing that I do have, so they can still be outside swinging on the swing. And they will be playing on the trampoline. They will be playing in their stroller wagon, because that's what I have decided to get for sure. And what's really cool about those is they have a canopy over it, so it can be like a little tent for them, so they can have their own little party. You're so cuddly, aren't you? Yes, you are, you silly goose. You're so silly. Plus, I will be in time saying what Liam's name will be, because he will be getting a name change. And it's going to be super cool because I have his new name already picked out, and I can't wait to share it with you all, but it's just a waiting game for that to happen. Plus, I know that everybody's favorite kid lately seems to be Liam, so that is awesome. We love all the new kids that's coming out as well because they're so cute. Plus, you will always see the Christmas tree up because I never take it down. And also, the only reason you see Amelia getting her hair done and not Ellie is because Amelia loves to have her hair done. She loves to have it brushed and braided and fixed up. And Ellie doesn't unless she's getting a cold or something. So that is why you always see Amelia getting her done and not Ellie. And they have been learning more words on their talker. They still don't understand that when they say a word like snacks, for instance, that they will get a snack. But they are slowly over time picking that up, which is going to be sweet when they completely understand it. But, you know, all my babies are really slow with learning, so it's just a slow process, but it's okay because we love them to pieces. And for those that is new, all babies are autistic and they all have learning problems. 2 of them, as of right now, have other disabilities as well. Lane has rosacea, which means that he turns really red when he's playing. He has to have lotion on. He needs speech, occupational therapy, and physical therapy. And August has a small arm that is his right arm, but he gets to use it like his other arm and his brothers and sisters. He has a smushed in face, but he doesn't need any surgery or anything to fix it because he can breathe perfectly fine. He did have a dent in his head, or I should say a flat spot on his head. We did think that he was going to need a helmet, but it fixed itself on its own. But those are their disabilities that they have. And plus, they even have auditory processing disorder, which means that they hear one thing when somebody said something else. They also have sensory processing disorder, which it means that they have things that they don't like, and they don't like bright lights, loud noises. They don't like certain clothing or anything like that. In case if y'all didn't know that, that's what their disabilities are. But we love them to pieces. And with the new ones, they will have. I did find out that they have the same disabilities, where they are autistic, they have sensory processing disorder, and they have auditory processing disorder. But for the sensory processing disorder, we just keep them away from the stuff they don't like as much as we can. But if they are near the stuff they don't like, then they wear headphones, which is perfectly fine. And with them having auditory processing disorder, I work with them on speech because they don't need speech because it's not that bad. But some of them do need speech, so they're doing perfectly fine with it though because they've been in it for a long while, which is nothing new, but it's completely fine. And I do have the other babies' appointments set up for them to do speech and occupational therapy. And right now, we're not for sure if they will need physical therapy as well. But if so, then we will also schedule that appointment too. Plus, it is going to be super, super sweet to have all the video ideas out for you all to see them, where they're outside playing, their new brothers and sisters is home, and everything like that. Plus, he's wanting to lay down because he's getting sleepy, so let's lay him down. But it's going to be so cool to have it all for you all to see, because who doesn't like babies playing outside and everything like that? I almost said anything like that, but everything like that. I will try my best, as long as the babies cooperate, to do up some live streams where I change the babies and in some videos as well. But when all the new babies are home, then of course there will be loads more videos and loads more updates, of course, but that's okay. And also next Friday, is the night to shine, and of course there will be loads of videos of it, and I do have permission to film, so that's nothing to worry about. Plus, I have to go over the music so I don't get copyrighted, but I'll have to figure out how to do that. Plus, if anybody knows how to do videos at the end to where you can click on the logo for the channel to subscribe, and then have it to where there's like 2 or 3 videos that everybody can go back on and watch, please feel free to let me know so I can do that, because I have no clue whatsoever how to do it. Also, we are going to be super excited when more babies are home, and something says that there's going to be 2 babies that's home at the same time this time instead of 1. but I will give you a little spoiler. So, two of them are not actual reborn babies, they are alternative babies. And a different spoiler. I don't know if I should say it or not. Let me know if I should say the other spoiler or not. I'll ponder over it and decide. But it's going to be super, super fun. Plus, I was watching a video of somebody painting a Tinky Kit, and oh my gosh, he was so cute when he was finished. He had some hair just in one spot on top of his head, and he had sideburns, and he even had a little stick as well, which was so cool. Liam is starting to go to sleep with his passy, which is completely fine. Feel free to let me know anytime in any live stream or any video if it is blurry, and I was trying to find out why it's blurry, because on my end it's always fine with the live streams, except it does go out for like a split second sometimes. But with the videos, I can tell when they go blurry, but it's my fault that they go blurry for the videos because I don't click on the camera screen for it to straighten out. But I'm getting better at doing that. I know that's for sure. I do use the GIFs for the Valentine's Day stuff and for all the other holidays, but it's completely fine if you don't want to do the tags, but I'm just trying to encourage everybody to do them because it's fun. And I know that there's a lot of other tags out there as well, like Cheeky Monkey Monday, Playday Saturday, and stuff like that, but we just throw up our own thing because it's more fun and what makes us unique and stand out. Plus, there's nothing wrong with doing up your videos however you want instead of blending in with everybody else with the different tags. But that's why I decided to do Valentine's Day tag instead of blending in with the other tags that everybody has. I really hope that you all will do them as well because it's going to be loads and loads of fun. And I even do have it switched to Valentine's Day stuff. And I greatly apologize because I had no clue that in the video it had GIS where it says that I'm reborn pregnant. So that was my mistake. I had no clue that it was like that. But I did go through and fix it all up, so it's all fixed. I do greatly apologize for that. But it will be fixed from now on. And I've been having trouble with the music and the videos. Like, I tried to delete the music and switch the song to something else, but it's been giving me a hard time for some reason. So if the music is out of whack, I apologize for that as well. But I can't help that the app is being all haywire and going crazy. It's a little bit irritating sometimes when you try and do it and it doesn't cooperate. But on the good days when it cooperates, it's really nice. But it's completely fixed. Plus, there will be some videos to come where the babies is eating ice cream. So we will have little ice cream parties as well. And that's going to be loads of fun because I know that there's a lot of people that like ice cream, and for those that have to have dairy-free ice cream, please join us with your dairy-free ice cream. And for those that has to have some alternative ice cream, please join us in our ice cream parties as well because it's going to be fun. So we will do up little ice cream parties and talks at the same time, and we'll just talk about random stuff, okay? Because I feel like we always start off with a topic to talk about, and then we always go into other stuff to talk about, but oh well, that's what happens when you're always scatterbrained. Plus, can you all believe that Colleen Ballinger's twins is 1 year old already? Man, they've grown up so fast. Flynn is going to be 4. I don't remember his birthday, but the twins, Maisie and Wesley, is 1 already. And they had a ducky water birthday party, and it was super cute. The newest thing that she did, which is so cool, is she took the little lights that's like this, where you push on it and it changes colors, and attached them to the wall, and then they hung up a thing of Legos so they can play with the Legos as well. And then they put a wind chime right there, and oh my gosh, they were fascinated with all of it. And Flynn even came in and liked it as well, so that's super cool. The things that she does is so mind blowing because it's like, who would have thought to attach stuff like that to a wall for your babies to play with. Now, I can't do any lights or anything on the wall because my wall is filled up with stickers and photos. But it's okay because, that would be not something that everybody can do. But it's a cool thing that she did that because I completely love it. Plus, let us know stuff that your babies are afraid of, stuff that is their favorites, and everything like that as well. Plus, they love, love, love to be held and have mommy time. And if you guys have any tips and tricks on how to get Lane to not be so scared and super shy, please feel free to let me know. I'm open to any ideas and suggestions. Now, I did have somebody tell me to make sure that he has a security blanket or something like that. And he does, but he's still super shy. Like, when he's around his siblings, he doesn't want to play with them. He just would rather do his own thing, which I know that's part of him being autistic because I shouldn't say most people, but there are some people that's on the spectrum that just choose to do their own thing instead of playing with other people. But it's like he's super shy on top of that, and it's like it'd be nice if he would play with his siblings instead of doing his own thing. But I've been trying to come up with different things and different ways to get him to play with his siblings, but it's just super hard. So please, 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 guys, if you have any ideas and suggestions, feel free to let me know because I have no clue what to do. Like, I've seriously been taking it slow with him to play with his siblings, and it's just a struggle sometimes. He just prefers to be held. And he's super attached to his blinky and his passy, so those are not going anywhere anytime soon. And something says that his new brothers and sisters will be the same way where they're attached to their blankie and their passy, which is completely fine. There's their security things. But he seriously is the only baby that I have ever had that is super shy like this. The other babies, when they came home, they were completely fine. They wasn't shy one bit. They started playing with each other and everything. With him, he's just completely opposite. Plus, he's the only one, too, that sims with the light, so that makes him extra special. But all the babies are special in their own ways. This craft right here that you see down below the lights is super easy to do because it comes with the squares, and you just peel off the back part and stick it on the other squares. That's the same color. So obviously the orange goes with the orange, the yellow goes with the yellow, the green goes with the green, and then that's how you do that. Those came years ago from Dollar General for $1, which is super cute, easy, and fun. Because the cheaper crafts is the fun crafts to do. Because you don't need to spend a lot of money on crafts to do them. I did see that they have the diamond art that you can do on your tablet or your computer, and it depends on which one you get and how you do it, because they have some where you have to click each thing and drag it over to the number, and then they have some where it has a pin, and then you just go like this over the number, which is so cool. But I haven't downloaded them yet because I've been doing the color by number because it's relaxing. And in case if you didn't know, they have this app called Misplay. So you download it and then you click on it to open it, of course. And then you have other games that you can play. Let me put him over here. Hang on a second, the phone's ringing. Okay, sorry about that, guys. The phone was ringing, but I did lay Liam down because he did go to sleep. I know that you could see me moving my mouth saying something, but you couldn't hear me. That's what I was saying, and I apologize for it. Um, I got my doggy here. Huh, you handsome boy. He loves to give me kisses. He's a super sweet guy. Huh. If he's a mom, you should tag along. But, it's really cool. Oh, that's what I was saying with the misplay. So then after you open it up, you have different games that you can download and play. And then you get gift cards. So you can get Starbucks, you can get Grubhub, um, Spotify, Google. I forget what other cards there is, but you can get those gift cards now. Depending on how much you want on your card, you can get anywhere from $5 on up to $300 or $500. Either 3 or 500, but you gotta save up more for the bigger amounts that you want to get. But it's so relaxing because one of the things you can do is the color by number, and it shows up at the top and it goes in a circle like this to what level of the stuff you're on, and you get points by doing that, which goes towards you getting your gift card, which is so cool. And who knew that they would even come up with stuff like that? And then they have other games that you can do as well, which is super, super cool how they have all this stuff. Now, be careful if you download games where it says you get real money with quotes around that, because they want you to pay with your actual credit card just so then you can play the game and you'll get your money when you win the game, which doesn't make any sense. So, if you don't want to do those, then just stay away from them. But they have loads and loads of games you can do. Candy Crush Saga, Candy Crush Soda Saga, Color by Number. I think you can do the farming game too, which is super cool. Now they do have a farming game where you have to start off with the cows, getting milk from the cows. So you take the money that's in a stack over here, you can click on that and then come over here and build the area for the cows. And then you get milk that just comes up randomly on your back and stacks up. Then you click on the person and it gives it to them. Now, I've never actually played that farming game because it's not so interesting to me. But I've done it for the little bit of time that it lets you do it when it's on the ad. And it's really cool because then each time you move up as well by doing the different stuff on your farm. And if you like farming games, then I highly suggest that you do that farming game. Now, I have tried Heyday before and didn't like it, but there's other people that likes Heyday, obviously. Everybody has their own games they like and don't like. But, those were the things that the babies like and don't like. And it's going to be super sweet hanging out outside with them this summer. And let me know any suggestions for videos that you want us to do outside this summer as well. And in case if you're like, what are you doing while you're not paying attention to the camera, is I'm picking stuff off my dog that is mud that is just stuck in his hair. So that's why. But it's going to be super, super sweet, throwing everything up. Plus, let me know if you guys do any Valentine's Day parties and give out Valentine's and stuff like that. We do not do anything whatsoever for Valentine's Day, but in school, we used to give out Valentine's cards, and sometimes we would get little candies or even little suckers attached to our cards, which was so cool and nice. And the most fun part was decorating a little Valentine's Day box, because it's a craft and crafts are really fun to do. But there is stuff I remember about school and then stuff I don't remember about it, but it's probably a good thing to not remember it. Especially if it's stuff that you just choose not to because you don't like it. Yeah. But also you can feel free to leave suggestions for videos as well, and we will do those. Oh, it doesn't want to come off. Because I know it gets boring just the same old videos and stuff, but I know that some people like just the same old ones with different babies, but that's okay. Um, uh, it's going to be super sweet when more babies come home, and of course it will be like it was with Lane, where you have the box opening. That's the live stream only, because that's easy to do, and then having in the video the pictures from beginning to end, like this in the video, because it's super fun. And it's going to be super sweet and cool if a baby or two comes home this month, because then they would be Valentine's Day babies. That'd be so cool. The reason the August name is August is various reasons. So if you've seen the movie Wonder, his name is August, but he goes by Augie. And he has a disability that affects his face, but he is a completely normal kid. And he always wears an astronaut helmet. People would make fun of him, saying that he has a plague when he really doesn't. And this one kid even pretended to be his friend, which was so mean and wrong. But in the end, they ended up staying friends, which was nice. And so I really liked the name August, and I really wanted a baby that had some kind of disabilities like August did, or I should say Augie did. And so it's like, well, I'm going to find a baby that'll be home in August. And of course, it had to be a boy because I wanted a boy one. And I will name him August, just like from in the movie. And I was hoping that he would have some kind of seeing disabilities like he did in the movie. And so, lo and behold, when August came home, he had his squished in head, he had his short arm, and his squished in face. And I was asking some close friends, it's like, should I try and fix his head, or should I leave it? And then I got to thinking about it, and it's like, why try and fix it when he's perfect the way he is? You know, everybody has their own flaws about them. They all have their stuff about them that makes them stand out and different. So just leave him the way he is because he's perfect. So I left him the way he was. Then, because he sleeps with me, and we woke up one day and I looked at his head because I decided to look at it. And lo and behold, his head was fixed and nobody even fixed it. So that was really cool. But he is perfect the way he is. And I know that people does that babies as boo-boo babies, but why not just leave them the way they are if you get a boo-boo baby? Because every baby is perfect the way they are. And he did have to have several surgeries in the movie to get him to look the way he did. And he even got a reward at the end of the year for being the most outstanding student, which was so cool and awesome. And his mom even tells him that he is a wonder, which was so cool. And he even had a little ponytail at the back, but when they made fun of him and called him Boba Fett, which was some kind of character name in a video game, then he went home and went to his sister's room and cut it off. And he didn't want to go trick-or-treating. He faked to be sick just to come home because of it. But when he went to the end of the year trip, they even beat up 7th graders, I think it was, which was so cool because August was the shortest one, but they made a heck of a team beating up their 7th graders. So I highly recommend, if you haven't seen that movie, to watch it, because obviously it's a really cool movie and it teaches you a lesson that it's wrong to make fun of people. And plus, when people makes fun of people, they probably don't feel good about themselves anyways, and you gotta just try and walk them out. So that's why I don't support that or any drama, because I know that some people just have drama on their channels to get more attention, and some people have drama on their channel because they can't help it, because they got stalkers and stuff like that, which is extremely creepy. But we're not for those types, but it's okay. Because there's people that enjoys that kind of stuff. And if you're a person that gets bullied, then you just seriously gotta try your best to block them out. And if you have to, block them from your channel. And I will explain to you how. So you go to their name, as long as they comment on your channel. That's the first thing. They have to comment on your channel. And then you can click on their name, and then you hit block. And then they cannot see your content, your videos, or nothing. So that's how you block them from your channel. And if you get any kind of negative stuff on there, like people saying nasty things, do the same thing. Just block them. And you don't have to deal with it. But of course, you can't do that with everybody, because then you wouldn't have nobody on your channel. But you can do your best you can to keep those people from being on your channel. Plus, if you have to, just make your content for kids so then nobody can comment on your videos at all. But of course, that you wouldn't know if anybody was stalking your channel or anything like that, which would be extremely creepy. But I know of one person in particularly that has been stalked for too many years, and it's crazy. What do you think, handsome? Does that feel good getting your chin scratched? Huh? Does that feel good? You're so flexible. Yes, you are. You're sleepy. But, you just gotta block out the haters and keep doing your own thing. Because that's all you can do. Because no matter what, you're gonna have people that likes you, people that doesn't like you. You're gonna have haters. And you just seriously gotta do like JoJo said and come back like a boomerang. Because, they're gonna do their thing. You just gotta brush it off your shoulder and ignore them and do your own thing. That's all there is to do. Plus, it's not right anyways that people bullies people and stalks them or anything like that. It's extremely weird and creepy, but just ignore them and go about doing your own thing is all you can do. Plus, at any time, if you want to share my videos, feel free to do so. And the reasons that we give everybody shoutouts is to help boost up and encourage their channel as well. Because I know that there's a lot of people that is still trying to get a bunch of subscribers. And that's why we do it. Plus, it's really fun to do as well. So it's not like, oh, you have to give people shoutouts to boost up their channels. It's choosing to. Because it's really fun and it's what makes you stand out. And it's more fun to stand out than to blend in as well. So that's why we do it. If you have any questions at any time, just feel free to let me know. I will be more than happy to answer them. And I got my chapstick to put on because my lips is chapped. Yay! Dry weather. And it is Dr. Pepper, which is nice because I like Dr. Pepper. And not all the time though. Just sometimes. This was from the mall a few years ago now, and it was on sale at Christmas time for like 87 cents or 67 cents or something like that. And you get a huge thing of it too. And that is how big it is. And it even smells like Dr. Pepper too. So that's why in the videos, if you see that my lips look like they're colored, it's from the Dr. Pepper. Sometime in one of the videos, there will be a clipping of the baby's nails. And don't worry, it won't be real clipping. It'll be fake clipping. But that's why they make these, is for the clippings. Also, it's going to be super sweet and fun with more and more video ideas that comes up throughout the time. And even more fun just to play bingo and stuff like that. I have not forgot about it, I promise. But we are going to do it. And for those who are new and doesn't know that, We will be playing bingo sometime. I have to get the stuff for it. You will be held responsible for your own cards. Just make sure that it only goes up to 75, because that's all that it will go up to. And then if you want prizes, you'll be held responsible for those as well. And we will be live when we play bingo. And at any point, if you win, just type in bingo so we know that you won. But we will keep continuing to play bingo. And let me know too if you're using a card that you have to use one of them stamper thingies, or if you're using a card where it has a thing, we just slide it over. Because if you're using a card where you have to stamp it, then we'll have to see a new card. But if you use the one where you slide the thingy over, then of course we can just keep playing and you can just clear it off easily. Because I know they have all different kinds of bingo cards. And speaking of, did you all know that they have cards where it comes with Hershey's for your prizes and stuff like that? Because I had no clue until when I looked and found it. And it's like, this is so cool. Plus, they even have it too, where it comes with, not it comes with, but they even have some too, where it's like farm animals for little babies. And that one there would be hard to do, because then you'd have to get the same thing pretty much to do up the same cards. So that's why we're just sticking with regular bingo. And it will be a long live stream because the babies need help with their ABCs and their numbers. But you all will be propped up on the tripod when we do that. So then we will do a bingo like that, which is going to be super fun and cool. Plus, we're going to do some ice cream parties and some picnics outside. So, of course, those will be pre-filmed, but we will do the ice cream parties live streaming sometimes, because that's going to be super fun and cool. And also, we can even do up ice cream cones and put syrup and stuff on there. The babies ain't keyed up on sprinkles, so we won't do sprinkles. But they like M&Ms, they like Oreos, they like chocolate syrup, and different toppings like that. And plus, sometime in the near future, you all can see how to make s'mores, and I can teach you how to do that. And you might be like, okay, how is it you're going to make s'mores when you literally take a graham cracker, you toast your marshmallow, put your chocolate on top, and then put your other graham cracker on top and eat it? This ain't like that. I'll teach you how to do it. Because you don't need any kind of heating whatsoever. All you need is a bowl, graham crackers, pudding, marshmallows. Yes, that's right, pudding. And you need a refrigerator to make it cold. And of course, within time, I will teach you how to do it. And if you want to make a chocolate pudding pie, then I will tell you how to do that right now. So all you gotta do is get your pre-made pie crust. You can make it a regular pie crust, you make it a graham cracker, however you want it, and then get your pudding, whatever kind of pudding you want, and put it in there and fill it all the way to the top, and then put your marshmallows on it. Then optional, if you want to put graham crackers on top of it, and then put it in the fridge until when it's completely cold, then ta-da, you have a s'mores pie. But the reason I'm keeping the other s'mores for later is because I really want to teach you all how to do it when I'm making it, because it's super easy to do. And of course, if you don't know how to use a stove, you don't want to use a microwave, and you don't mess with fire, this is your go-to way to do it. I promise. Now you could probably use a chocolate fountain to do up your s'mores. You know, obviously just take your marshmallow and put it in the chocolate fountain, but not everybody has one, not everybody wants one or anything like that, so this way here is just a lot easier to do up and everything. And of course, I will show you all how to do up other things when I think of other things to do up. Plus, if you all have the Marie Callender's turtle pie, please try it, because that is super good. And if you know of the recipe for pasta visual, please make it and try it because that is so good. And if you try horseradish, please try very little because it's got a little bit of a spicy kick to it. It is not super spicy for the ones that can't handle hot stuff like me, but it's really good. Because I made the mistake when I tried it for the very first time of globbing it on my sandwich because that's where I ate it at. And it's like, yeah, I should have put less on there, but oh well. Plus, guess which baby or babies you think will be home next. No, you already have seen the kids because they're in the videos, but take your guess on which one or two you think will be home next. And I'm not going to say if you're right or wrong. I just like to see your all guesses because it's fun. But please participate if you want to in our Valentine's Day tag. Anything to do with Valentine's Day for the entire month. And I know that this is the shortest month of the year, which is super sad, but nice at the same time. And just put at Autistic Reborn Mommy. So that way there I know that you're participating in it. And I forgot to do movies that the babies like. So, well, let's start off with their movies that they like. So they like Alpha and Omega, all of those movies there. They like the movie Jumbo. They like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. They like the movie Clifford. They like the movie The Pole Express. They like Elf. Buddy is their favorite elf in that movie. They like Frozen. They like Frozen too. I do have the movies that I can see from here, so I can read them off because it's a lot that they like. They even like Home. Yes, we're moving. They like Trolls, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory. There we go. Now you can see me better. They haven't seen A Stork's Journey yet, but they will. They haven't seen Happy Feet either. Monster House is too scary for them. They don't like Monster House. They don't like Rango a whole lot. They love the Smurfs. Smurfette is their favorite. Sorry that the camera's all over the place. I'm trying to hold it where you can see me and plus read off their movies they like. That's pretty much all the ones they like. But they have a bunch that they haven't seen yet, which is completely fine. And I'm stepping on the cord. That was not good at all. But, the movies they don't like because they're too scary is Red Riding Hood. Obviously, way too scary for them. They don't like Monster House because it's way too scary for them. They don't like Rango. They don't like Cats. And they don't like Monster House. But the rest of the movies they like pretty well. And we found out that they even like the movie Sing and Sing too. They do fall asleep watching it sometimes, but they love to watch it because of all the animals in it. And they love movies with music in them as well, which is really helpful in picking movies for them to watch and to get new ones when we occasionally do get them. So those are the movies they like and don't like. But you can rewatch this if you want to know the stuff they like and don't like, because that's already been covered. And of course, this video will stay up. And then Monday, there will be a live stream that goes up that is already pre-done up, describing and everything about Lane's therapy. So you all can watch that. It'll go up Monday at 1 o'clock p.m. So you all can watch it, and I hope that it gives you a sense on how he's doing with his therapies and everything like that. And for those who don't know, they do call his rosacea chart syndrome. I mean, not chart syndrome. Wrong. They call it walking horse. So you can look up rosacea, and you'll have a little bit of a hard time finding it, because they make it hard, but you can seriously find it though, and read more about it so then you'll understand more about it. And yeah, it'll help you a little bit more. Plus, I enjoy describing and explaining about their disabilities and about them in general, because I know that there's some people that has no clue and they need it explained, so that gives them a huge help better understanding it. Plus, let's come up with some different video ideas throughout the summer as well, besides picnics and little ice cream parties and bingo. Now, we will play bingo on rainy days probably, besides just do chats like we've been doing now. And they don't like the cold weather, so that's why you don't see them playing outside in the snow when there is some snow on the ground or anything like that. But they do love the summertime, and that's all the babies. And they don't like playing in it snow either. And they love to play in the water. They don't like to necessarily swim because they can't swim. Like, the only ones that can swim is Ellie and Leon. The rest of them are learning how to. But Juliana loves, and she's the only one right now that loves to be in the water in the pool. But there won't be any footage of that because I feel like that's just way too much privacy. So don't expect any pool party videos or anything like that with her. And sometime in the near future, I do plan to get 2 silicone babies. I plan to get a boy and a girl that will be bigger than Juliana because they're so cute and adorable. And of course, I will have to get them some swimsuits. But in case if you don't know that, I will update you a little bit. So Juliana is a silicone, and she is 19 inches, and her swimsuit is a 0 to 3, I believe, and she swims in it because it's super big, but she loves it. It has a Little Mermaid on it. Plus, there will be a boy and girl silicone that will be home sometime in the near future. Their names are already picked out, but you'll find out soon enough what their names are. But first, we're concentrating on the other babies coming home once they are born, and it's going to be super fun for y'all to see them. And thank you all for joining the live stream. Please, if you have not subscribed already, do so. It is 1000% free. Please give us a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you all tomorrow in the next video. Bye guys, thanks for joining me for the live stream.